guys, this is Miss Sequel with the Salt and Light family. In today's video, we're going to talk about my son's 6th grade year, and we're going to talk about the homeschool curriculum that we've used for the 2020-2021 homeschool year. And today we're going to talk about what worked and what didn't work. So if you're interested in seeing what we did this year, stay tuned. Let's jump into this video, but before we do, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Mystique. I'm the wife to Andre, and I'm the mother to 7 children. This is going on our 10th. Wow, we will be homeschooling for almost 10 years. This coming fall, we'll be homeschooling for 10 whole years, a decade. I cannot believe it. Here on our channel, we talk about faith, family, and loads of fun, homemaking and homeschooling. So if you're interested in that type of content, please subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you as you join us on our journey. Okay, now before we get into this video, I want to talk about the things that actually worked for us this year. And the things that worked for us this year were our language arts and our science. The things that did not work for us, history and math. So let's get into those subjects. First thing I want to share with you is Bible for him. We did the 1-year devotions for active boys. This was a win for us. I love that it's broken down by dates, so he can flip to whatever date it is and he can read the devotion for that. So this was a win. Also, I also did a student planner for each of my children. This is just something that I created myself. And if you saw my other video, then you know that it included a daily gratitude journal prompt. Basically, the date, what I'm grateful for, to get them into the routine of writing things that they're grateful for on each day. Also, it has a calendar in the back here. Well, they can put their days. Also here at the bottom where you see it has like weather, they can track the weather as well. Nothing much, just something I wanted them to do. Now I'm not going to create these next year because honestly I just don't have the time to do it. And in the very back it has a weekly checklist. I actually purchased student planners for them for this coming year because I just don't have the time to create this. So we're going to be moving into a weekly planner, student planner. And I'll do a video showing you the planners that we chose for this coming year as well. All right, now, one of our favorites has been The Good and the Beautiful's language arts. If you followed us for a while, then you know that we absolutely adore The Good and the Beautiful. And my son actually completed the Language Arts and Literature Level 4 course book here. And if you're not familiar with The Good and the Beautiful, I will link the website down below. But the Language Arts and Literature comes with, it's an all-in-one language arts curriculum. But it also has some extras. So you get literature, you get grammar and usage, you get punctuation, you get art, geography, spelling, vocabulary, and writing. Now, the level 4, this is the newest edition of the level 4, where it actually comes with the course book, and it also comes with the spelling and writing workshop. It also comes with a personal reader and a shared reader that I don't have with me, but it does come with that. This worked great for my son. It really helped my son to understand that he is mostly independent with this, even though I do go in and I help him with certain things inside of the course, or and I also check behind him, of course. But this helps him to gain a level of that independence so that he can be able to work on his own. Now, we actually went through the older level 4 of The Good and the Beautiful language arts. And so during the time of everything that was going on into the world and just so much was going on with him, we had to get a diagnosis for him, and we did get an autism diagnosis for him, which was and sensory processing disorder, and his twice exceptional because he's gifted academically, but then he also has autism, sensory processing disorder that goes along with that. So before I pushed him into the level 5, because for me and to me it was a big jump. I wanted to solidify, not that he can't do it, because he rushed. I mean, he just blew through this so quickly, but I wanted to make sure he understood how to work independently, help him organize the way he thinks and organize how he works. So this was a great jumping off point for him to repeat it, and he didn't mind because it was a totally new addition. It just helped him to understand how to actually work independently. So that's what I was trying to say. So it worked wonderfully. So now he's completing level 5. Once he completes level 5, he will move on to the next level. Language arts works. It's been working for us for the last 5 years. I don't see us changing ever. Especially if it keeps up like this. The next thing that we use for language art that works is the handwriting. Now this is the level 5 handwriting. My son, I don't know if you have any boys, but he hates to write. But this handwriting, he absolutely loves. This has been a win for us since we've been using it. I don't see us changing with this either. So, and as you know, I'm going to go to a blank page. It has copy work here, and then sometimes you have an illustration to do, or you have some type of maze or some type of activity. My son loves the Good and the Beautiful's handwriting. So that works. That was a win. Another win that we had was the Good and the Beautiful's creative writing notebook, and this is the first notebook. We only did this on Fridays. Now if you see my other video, then you know that we do our language arts Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday we do the creative writing notebook. This was another win. I loved how everything was put together. I loved how the prompts were great. It helped my son to think and write creatively. This was the win. Win! Highly recommended. Since we've been doing and changing our science over to the Good and the Beautiful about 3 years ago, our science lives have been totally awesome. Those are words from my children. Totally awesome. Mom, I love science. Can we do science today? Are we doing science today? Oh, we're not doing science today. Oh, they love science. And right now we're working through the bird unit, and we have 1 more week left, and we'll be finished. We'll be finished with our school year, and we'll be done with the science unit. So we're finishing off our science unit with the birds unit. The Good and the Beautiful science has been a win for us. Now, let's get into our fails. So I'm going to start out with math. My son loves math. He does. He absolutely adores math. Now, we were using Math EC at the beginning of the year for him, and he was just over it, honestly. And from there, I switched him to teaching textbooks. Once we got to teaching textbooks, he loved it because my son loves computer games. The problem that we kept running into is he kept getting distracted because he was actually on the computer. So when he's working on the computer with teaching textbooks, he may pull up another tab and he's playing a math game or watching a YouTube video or looking at his favorite toys on Amazon. So it wasn't that the program did not work for him. The problem we were having was to keep his mind from being distracted. So computer-based math was not a good fit for him. So what did we switch to? We started math lessons for living education. This has been working great. Because of my son's distractions, I need to get like pencil and paper math until I teach him how to work through his distractions, and then from there we're gonna just see how it goes. But right now we're working through math lessons for living education, and this is what's working for us right now. Now, for the next subject that's not working or did not work this year, it was our history. Now, if you've seen my 7th grade daughter's video, then you know that we decided to do Not Grass's history this year, from Adam to Us, and it was just too much work. My children's eyes were just glazing over. They are used to stories and living books and, you know, things like that. Not from a textbook type facts perspective. See, when we first started homeschooling, we came from Heart of Dakota, heavy in literature, rich stories, things like that. Now, before we moved after we stopped using Not Grasses from Adam to Us, we actually went back to the Good and the Beautiful. We just picked year 3 up, and we were going to do year 2, but year 2 was sold out at the time. So we picked up year 3. And we just completed the year using the Good and the Beautiful's history for year 3. But this didn't work. This was a fail for us. Not saying that it's not a good program for some families. For our family, it just didn't work. Now, the 2 elements that did work in our Not Grasses from Adam to Us was the timeline and the map book, because my children love timelines, especially my son. He loves timelines. He's the child that will go and get the Who Was books and flip all the way to the end just to read the timeline. So this is great for him. And this is the mapping book. This works great for him. It was just the actual textbook lessons, not so much. And also the From Adam to Us lesson review. We never used it. We started out trying to use it, but it's like worksheets, questions and answers. My children do written narrations or oral narrations. So that's what we did when we were using the program. Other than that, that's about it. Those are the subjects that we did for 2020, 2021. What worked, what didn't work. Now, we also had a family subjects of nature, art, music, and I'll do those in a separate video. Thank you so much for being with us today. If you're interested in seeing any more of my children, I have my 3rd grade daughter and my kindergarten daughter coming up this week. Should be in the next videos on tomorrow. And with that, I'm going to say stay safe out there and be blessed.